It's the third match of night 3 of the Women's All-Star Classic. We're still in the Amethyst League as two women who are coming off tough losses are looking to, well, get back to their winning ways and get to 6 points. First things first, we got the two-time NXT Women's Champion, Jacy Jayne, who lost to Liv Morgan on night 2 of the Women's All-Star Classic. And is the reason why she's in this matchup that she's about to be in right now. My little brother is cheesing over here for no freaking reason, which... Okay, no, it's for a reason, okay? And also tomorrow night is Friday Night SmackDown, which I have no idea what the heck is going to happen. But, you know, JC beat Lola Vice, the NXT Women's Champion on night 1. As I mentioned, lost to Liv Morgan, the Women's World Champion. And now she's got to go up against PWI's #1 rated female wrestler of 2025. And if Jacy Jayne could get the win, I mean, that would be just crazy. Kind of like how Tatum Paxley got her win on night 2 in the main event for the Amethyst League, which was wild. Probably the best match in the Women's All-Star Classic that I've seen so far. Although, my little brother has had already crazy bangers already over in the Rose Quartz League. It's not Gunther, people. It is not the career killer. It's Mercedes Mone. Mercedes beat Sol Ruca in the first night, but lost in arguably the craziest match I've seen in the All-Star Classic so far, Tatum Paxley in the Night 2 Amethyst League main event. But hopefully, this could be a critical match, obviously, for Mercedes Mone. She wins this match, she gets back to the win column, and all of a sudden gets back to stacking wins. But the question is, can she? Because she's going up against a two-time NXT Women's Champion. Yes, she was a former NXT Women's Champion on her part, Mercedes Mone, but not a two-time NXT Women's Champion. Not like a Shayna, not like a Roxanne, not like a Charlotte, not like a Jacy. As both women are fired up, I mean, I would not be surprised. This is like a dream match. And I'm not being biased. It's true. Like, this is literally a dream match. Oh, and right out of the gate! Just going right after one another. Oh, and a freaking kick to the midsection from Jacy. And now Jacy immediately goes after the arm of Mercedes. Mercedes, one of the best wrestlers in the world. #1 rated female wrestler in the PWI 100 for the women last year. Question is who will be the #1 rated wrestler in the PWI 100? Oh my god, a 2 count this early. Damn. Who's going to be #1 in the PWI 100 this year? Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, it could be Rhea Ripley again. It could be Liv Morgan. Hell, maybe even Stephanie McCare or Io Sky. Who knows? But Jacy Jayne headlock on Mercedes Mone. Mercedes Mone, we have not seen her on television, on AEW television, since the beginning of the year. We have not seen her since the beginning of the year, and I have no idea when she's going to return. I would have thought she would return in the Owen Hart Cup. That, unfortunately, is not happening, because we now know who will be participating in the Owen Hart Cup. I don't remember all the participants specifically, but I know Mercedes Mone is not in it. I did have a chat with my little brother last night, and he said that the men's tournament is weaker than the women, which, I mean, understandably so. I mean, let's name off the names that we remember. Will Ospreay, Mark Davis, Jack Perry, Claudio Castagnoli, Samoa Joe, Swerve, Bandito. I think this is too obvious. I think Will Ospreay's winning the Owen Hart Cup, and then for the women, like, I have no idea who.
Think about it. I understand. They're married, and then they both go to All in London for the world title.
I could see that, but like, I could also see it being like, I don't know, like Willow Nightingale, maybe, or Athena. Two women who also have not held the Women's World Championship. As right now, Jacy and Mercedes, they're just like battling it out. Mono 50-50. Oh, God! Damn! Jesus! Jacy! Don't break her face! And Jacy just unleashing brutality on Mercedes Moné right now. Oh, the knee to the face! Not as stiff as those knee strikes from Laney Reed, which is by far some of the stiffest ones. Can't count at 2. Man, this is getting tight between these two women right now. And Mercedes is on the ropes. Mercedes has not felt like herself over the last match. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Alpha Academy beat the Culling on an episode of Main Event, which is kind of crazy, by the way. But hey, good for Alpha Academy. Meanwhile, Fraxian beat OTM, which also is not something I like whatsoever. But yeah, I get it. So you get some reps on the main roster and see what happens. Oh, who's going for a rolling encore? And now, bankrupter! I think, right? Is it bankrupt? Money maker? Money maker. Whatever. The count. Got her! Mercedes Moné wins! Mercedes Moné doesn't, and we didn't even reach 8 minutes. We're like at the 6.5 minute mark of recording. What a win for Mercedes. She's back in the win column, and she's now in a 4-way tie at 6 points with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan and Tatum Paxley. By the way, Liv and Tatum is in your Amethyst League main event. But that is not all for the Women's All-Star Classic. There's still 4 more matches taking place, as my little brother will call the Rose Quartz League. And in the Rose Quartz League main event, it's Kendall Gray and Flammer, the leaders in the Rose Quartz League at the moment. Also, the matches happening in the Rose Quartz League will be Io Sky versus Alexa Bliss, Thunder Rosa versus Jada Parker, and Stephanie Vaquero versus Blake Monroe. But in the meantime, it's Mercedes Moné with the W at 6 points and now in a 4-way tie. But, however, she has lost to Tatum Paxley. So Tatum Paxley owns the head of the tiebreaker over Rhea and Mercedes. But Mercedes is back in the win column at 6 points.